high-octane players. Looking at that set history, it is 7-3 in the way of Guichibu. So Flower has got the job done, but Guichibu definitely has the advantage if you look at the numbers.
Yeah, it's a little funny how like often these guys kind of run into each other. I think part of it, in fact, must just be like their PRs must just be like stuck at that number where they're probably seeded to run into each other decently often. But it's always fun just because they both play legends that aren't popular by any means. I mean, Yumiko, you know, we saw a little bit from Kinda before, but otherwise I think people really thought of her as like Flower was the real sole representative, similar to how Guichi is the sole representative of Lin Fei, really. But with that said, I mean, action has gone underway here. Lin Fei, Guichibu here, taking quite a bit of damage, but Flower, you know, still. Oh, wow. That's why that's good.
Oh, doing Lin Fei things over on this side of the stage for sure. Flower, though, very good position. Should be able, one good attack against this Lin Fei should get the job done. But this is Guichibu we're talking about. You got to catch him, and you got to hit him first.
Yeah.
With the charge? No way. No punish?
I mean, that's Lin Fei N6 for you, right? Like, that is a light attack. You know, every Lin Fei player will tell you, everyone who's played against Lin Fei is like, yeah, I'm not trying to punish that N6, bro. There's better things to do with my life. You know, sometimes you just have to move on. And that's one of those moves where you see it and you just move on, you know? And Guichibu here, though, wow, what a wake-up Flower with a round pounder, right? You don't see that every day. Kind of a nice way to really send a statement while also getting kind of maximum damage from the aerial kit of the bow. And so, I mean, these guys are going back and forth. They waste no time. Yeah,
this is they are absolutely scrapping here in game number one. This is one of the closer game number ones we've seen so far.
Now what a
hey,
dude.
That's an option, bro.
Yeah.
That's an option. Flower definitely didn't see that one coming. Almost.
Oh,
come on. Guichibu out here trying to make it look easy with the Lin Fei signature kit. He definitely knows where his heavy attack button is and is using it to the max here. Flower unarmed, has the hammer in hand now. Guichibu just hopping over the stomps. Flower, weapon throw down, bluffing it out. Okay.
Or you can stop the landing here.
Yeah, he caught it. He caught it.
Did end up getting the touch. No, he didn't. All right, cool. I was scared for a second there because I was like, oh, you know, you can always go for the good old stomp to the recovery as well there. But here we go. Guichibu
throw it out.
Tries to get that weapon. Flower snags it from him. Waiting for something to spawn. Gets caught. Uh-oh, we're in the Yumiko blender here.
Neutral stick and a scoop. That was wild.
Oh, Guichibu finally gets a weapon. It's a little too late, though, I think. I mean, it's going to be a cannon as well. We know Guichibu loves those guitars. I mean, how often do we see cannon in the singles landscape? But luckily, that N-Sig we're seeing, he's throwing out moves, right? That high dex from Lin Fei may not be enough to save Guichibu here. As, whoa, what a toss to himself to force out the dodge from Flower to then use the cider on the cannon to recover. He's getting creative.
Yeah, that was 1,000 IQ for sure. Guichibu, that is keeping his dreams alive here in game number one, but he's got a lot of damage to make up. His Flower, one stomp Sair, one Sair, one anything besides a trap. The Wisp aren't going to get it done. Okay, Gui fighting back, catching up in the air with the recovery. Sideline, we missed off the recovery, but that stomp Sair is going to get it done. Game number one going to Flower on the Yumiko.
I respect the options that we saw Guichibu go for toward the end there. Honestly, played that match extremely safe. You know, fished for a moment where he could find a side light guaranteed, and then, you know, went for the true combo into the down light and then said, I'm gonna let the recovery rip. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna get punished for it. And then kind of got caught on the way down. But like the entire game plan up until that point, you missed one move. Okay, you lost your stock for it. That's fine. But you were throwing out safe attacks and picking your battles well. So Guichibu could definitely take game two. I'm not worried at all.
Sure, for sure. Speaking of game number two, we are in it right now. First, the weapon drop going to go to Flower, but Guichibu picking up those lightsaber guitars with a quickness, but just taking swing after swing from that hammer of Flower. Oh, Flowers? Oh, that was so close. Thought Gui might go back and let it rip again, but Flower getting back up on stage, trying to catch those landings. We saw it be very effective in game number one, be able to catch Gui with those down lights as he would come back down the stage.
Okay, let's see here. Nice little chain. Guichibu going for the down sig. I guess looking for maybe some sort of like a fast fall out of hit stun or a dodge down or something, but Flower not there to answer. Gets a stomp to the end sig here, but that's not going to convert either. And Guichibu swapping to a cannon, now going to start representing that down sig. Yes, indeed, that is what we see. And maybe here we might see another one as well.
Ooh,
No,
nice
into
there.
the stage. Oh, it's going to be tough for Guichibu to get back from.
Oh, he did it, though.
Yeah, nice dodge timing.
Wait. Oh.
Oh, okay. I respect it.
That was definitely an interaction over there. I thought he might have overcooked just a little bit. Gui's not going to let him land. No, there we go. Guichibu taking the beginning lead here of game number 2. See if he's going to be able to extend that out.
Yeah, no, absolutely strong start for Guichibu there, but Flower trying to answer back. You know, gonna be a little bit tricky here. You get like a D-Light recovery, that'll be enough, but I think now you have the hammer, and a raw nair on its own wasn't. A second one for sure will be, though.
What for the gravity cancel D-Light, though?
Okay. Guichibu getting scared out. Yeah, and Flower catches him for it. Yeah, just needed to commit to something there. Was trying to play it a little bit too, I guess the word I can say is like, too reactionary. You know, at some point you just have to like commit to what your offense is going to be and see if they cover it. Oh, it's going to be huge. Yeah, we just watched Flower get his stock obliterated in classic Cannon fashion. Lin Fei, not even a character known necessarily for having a whole lot of force, you know, but you get caught like on the right side of the stage like that with that dodge. Doesn't matter if you have a high strength stat or not.
The Guichibu's Lin Fei is just different.
Oh,
it is absolutely different. This man is absolutely crazy on it. Flower gonna be up. Oh no, whiffed on it. Throw the neutral sig out to protect. But that neutral sig off of Yumiko was enough. Had no options. Caught him so far off stage that there was nothing left for Gui to get back over. We are all down to the final stocks. Flower almost in orange. See what he's gonna be able to do with this bow. He's been kind of throwing the bow away most of this game so far and opting for the hammer. Gui's going to be able to get the guitars. Flower backing it up. Ooh, a Sayer to the face is really going to hurt. Gui couldn't catch him, though. Flower, the patience of pushing the button to be able to get back up on stage.
Okay, Guichibu at this point is trying to look for some D-Light to recovery setups here. Guichibu's going to need to be careful. We might see that N-Sig!
No way.
Yeah.
It's so quick. What is a startup frame? What is it? What does it even mean?
Instant. You know, I mean, because, bro, like, and you know, it's one thing, because it's the weapon swap into immediate sig. I've been talking about this for years. That is unreactable to the human consciousness. Just because you need to realize they swapped weapons first, then understand what options they have with that weapon before that even any of that registers. The N6's already out and you've already lost your stock. You know, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Seeing Flower start off on the bow this time. Got a little taste of it there towards the end of game number 2. Of course, we were all tied up in game number 3 here. Is Flower trying to control the tempo. Ooh.
Okay, no dodge. Tries to go for a read for a jump out of hit stun there. Guichibu does not bite, though. Let's see what else Flower got.
Staying float up in the air under, with Guichibu underneath you with his guitars or cannon in hand is a little scary indeed. Ooh, side sig is going to miss. Gui gets a little punish on it. Ooh, through the weapon, missed, but now Flower does have that hammer back in hand. Scoop's going to come out, stomp the wrong direction as Guichibu now gets 15 hits uninterrupted.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, one downer from the top of the KO box, you know, makes everything all nice and dandy. You know, one sneeze from Guichibu, though, was going to go ahead and put Flower in a really tough spot. Flower goes for a read. It's not going to be the right option, though, and then kind of gets punished by Guichibu with the down air. But all things considered, still got, you know, at least 2 hits for that. And so, you know, we'll take it.
We'll take it. Flower, hammer back in hand. Seeming to stay a little more grounded this time.
Oh, wow.
Nice interruption from Guichibu to shut down that neutral sig. Flowers dancing over on the side. Nice. Sayer's going to connect, and the weapon throw, and the stock. Flower has a whole one for the advantage.
Yeah, this one's looking a little rough to come back from a Guichibu, but of course, Rock and Lin Fei, you got cannon. We saw what that cannon could do in the last game. We could have a repeat here. Most Isley, a much bigger stage, though. It's going to be so much more difficult to get a stock. And Flower is just juggling Guichibu relentlessly right now as well. I think we're just going to go ahead and run over the game for him, man, with the way that Flower's playing right now. I mean, anti-airing Guichibu on the way down, smacking him with aggression. Finally, you know, a bit of a punish back from Guichibu. He's trying to answer back in spades, but you already lapped, bro. Like, it's hard from here.
Yeah, going to go ahead and go down without even picking up a weapon to defend himself. Whew, that's a big damage differential, over double the damage output coming from Flower against Guichabou. As we take a look at these replays, there was that scoop way up there at the top. Flower getting that very nice reversal after that Guichabou string.
Yeah, just a tough one for Guichibu, man. I mean, Flower was playing incredibly well.
Yeah.
I think just looked like the better player in that game. And just kind of rode that all the way to a victory. I don't think that Guichibu could not win. And we have a swap over to Queen Nai, which, you know, okay, cool. I thought the pick of the Lin Fei was fine, but Queen Nai has been getting, you know, buffed over the course of various patches. Of course, the biggest buff being the, oh man, forget about that. He's already gone because Queen Nai is not getting back.
Yeah, this is the Guichabou MO. You're down on your last game. We switch to Nai. The Lin Fei's not working, and unfortunately, the Nai didn't either. Flower completely just erased Guichabou within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That is a 0 to death, a 0 to knockout, and that is unfortunate for sure.
You got Yumiko. You know, we've all been hit by that before. It just feels worse on Nai because you never had a chance of drifting at all.
There was no chance.
You're like, now I'm actually gone. There is no shot for me. But
yeah, and unfortunately, I think we're going to see Guichabou kind of start to check out a little bit here. It's kind of hard when you're already down on your lap. Oh, there we go. Okay, neutral sig going to go ahead and spark some life into it.
I mean, as long as we staying on the stage, you know, Nai, she can hang, you know. So.
That's true. And he hasn't taken a whole lot of damage. He's actually almost got the stock differential back from the one he lost at the beginning. The Flower stomp. Sayer's going to add a little more to it. There we go. The signature going to come out, send Flower all the way off stage. Nice. The pogo. And just like that, I'm eating my words because Guichabou is back in it.
Yeah, that's the good thing about at least playing Queen Nai is that, one, you know, you just have a lot more buffer to make a comeback with. You know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because while you will survive longer, a lot of the times it means you're easier to be followed up on and comboed. But on the other side of things, you know, if you're trying to make a comeback and you lose the stock kind of early like Guichibu did, you have a chance like this to try to see if you can bring things back. But you still have to do the work.
Yeah.
And Guichibu needs a weapon. We have a spear. Throwing it down, and we want those Katars. Right,
that's unfortunate. Flower going to go ahead and starve him out. Swapped over. He's now on bow. Guichabou desperately needs a weapon drop, and there it is. Let's see what he's going to do. He wanted these guitars so bad. See how well it's going to work out for him. Okay, nice air. So far, very well. Throwing out the neutral sig. Flower's going to go ahead and catch it from underneath and send everybody back up on stage. Guichabou's going to try and reset back in neutral.
Oh, no jump input there. That's going to be a tough one for Guichabou. Pretty much had the stock confirmed, but is able to answer back with the classic Queen Nai setup of the side light into the down sig. And now, Flower on the back foot here. Guichabou has done everything to turn the tables in this game number 4. Look at this. This is what I wanted to see. I mean, these Katars are really proving to be an issue for Flower right now. And Guichibu is able to go for these risky plays off stage because it's hard for Katars as a weapon, I mean not weapon, bow as a weapon to be able to knock you out from there. You know, like you have to get ground pounded. But here we go. We get stopped there. Things are back to even. Flower at a damage deficit. Guichibu trying to make the game 5 happen. And so far looking extremely capable. I mean, pretty much started with a pretty insane deficit in this game, was able to go ahead and secure the lead. And so if we can keep up that momentum, this could and should go to a game 5.
Right, but I can't believe we're sitting where we are. I mean, I feel kind of like a jerk because I was ready to count him out as soon as we saw just the absolute decimation of that first stock. But Guichabou playing the game for sure, and it looks like he's in a great position to take us to game number 5. I mean, he literally started out the game with a handicap and still might be able to get it done.
All right, nice response and a wake up and six. Guichibu forcing the game 5 with an immaculate comeback in that game at number 4, starting with a massive deficit and then just saying, you know what? We ball.
Yeah, we do, for real. The Queen Nai getting the job done, and he's going to go ahead and lock it in for game number 5. This is a heck of a set, though.
Yeah,
this is a lot of fun to watch. Flower, I mean, he kind of came onto my radar back in 2023. We saw, oh, there we go, Remix yelling at me. Kind of came on the scene back in 2023 is where I remember first seeing him play, and he has just been growing on this Yumiko. Guichibu going to go ahead and miss that recovery on the guitars, but we saw in the past games, this is the weapon that he wants on the Nai. This is what Flower is having a hard time dealing with, and is he going to be able to deal with it in game number 5? And who is going to be moving forward to take on Balloon Boy?
And look at that. I mean, Guichibu, once again, just willing to let these slide charge N-Sigs fly, and I don't blame him. until Flower can prove that, there's a reason that Guichibu should be scared of losing his stock. He's going to keep going for it. And look at this huge string. I'm surprised that Ensig isn't enough to KO on its own. But then, yet again, the classic setup of the side light into the down sig is going to secure the knockout. Flower playing behind with a massive deficit now.
Yeah, absolutely. See, this is really kind of interesting because Guichibu was able to get it done. He started down at a huge deficit, was able to bring the game back. Is Flower going to be able to find that same determination to be able to do it for himself? Ooh, weapon throw to the face. Neutral sig, he thought he was escaping, but he put himself in the perfect position for Guichibu to hit him with a Sair. Now we see the offstage pressure happening.
Wow.
He interrupted the ground pound with the weapon throw. Very clean work from Guichibu.
Is looking so good right now. The patience gets another read onto Flower, and at this point, just looking for one more final strong hit to take the stock. We can see him starting to mash that heavy button a little bit here. Wakes up with the D-Light, gravity cancel, N-Sig, and then gets a gravity cancel down sig to send Flower packing. One more stock left for Flower here. Guichibu still sitting on 3.
Oh, that was nasty. Oh, man. Guichibu set up in his chair for game number 5. There we go. Finally, Flower is able to strike back, getting that first stock off of Guichibu. Down an entire stock, but he is still in pretty much white. This is totally doable, especially with this extra damage that he's building up right now. Can he continue to lay it on Guichibu here? Nice dodge to the weapon throw. Guichibu was not able to follow up after he got the dodge burn, but here we go. That's 4 hits. Is a Flower going to be able to answer? No recovery. He's going to keep him up in the air. He can't find it. He can't find it.
Oh, what a punish coming out for Guichibu here. Flower, yeah, you know, hard to be extremely accurate with this hammer, but needs to make that happen. Throws up the wisp and tries to get a turnaround. That's going to be a recovery and needs one more hit there. Tries to delay, but what a perfect response from Flower. And he forces the final stock interaction here in the last game of this set.
He brought it back. He brought it back. I mean, he's in orange. It's a little rough, but this, oh no, what? And we're just going to, I really hope, is this just going to be a battle of the signatures in the last stock?
I mean, it's not going to be. I respect it. I know, I think on this stage, if you're able to get that that Yumiko Ensig at white, you can go for some like 0 to KO stuff off of it. I think was trying to fish. But
Fair.
Oof.
What a set. I got my heart pumping, bro. That was a good one.
Earned that.
Yeah. That was good.
Earned that. Good legend swap. You know, sometimes like you're like, all right, I don't think the limb phase working. Let me hop over to the Nai, and you know, hey, there was a period in time where people would tell you that Queen Nai was not viable.